you know, when people lose, you know, money, I sometimes get messages like, you owe me money, I lost money because of you, you piece of shit, how could you lose to Schalke, I lost the money, you know, like, I don't give a fuck, I really don't, it's not my problem, it's fucking you wanna gamble, you have to accept the risk, because I don't give a fuck that we lost to Schalke. Will they end up higher at the end of the split? Maybe, maybe, but the point here is that I care less about losing than probably you do when you lose money. So Rekkles is fine, don't worry about Rekkles. He was a little bit down yesterday, but you know, again, we discussed the whole game, right? So after discussing the whole game, there's no problem, you know. Like normally all you have to do is just talk about the game, it's gonna be fine. That we are really used to losing a game and being and improving from that, right? So like the point is that we don't really get depressed, and we find we try to find ways to at least slightly learn something for the game we lost, you know. So this is the outcome. Hopefully, is that we will, you know, take away something from that. And if we don't, then that sucks. If we do, that's great. I think we will, so yeah. It's your responsibility for the lose. I'm not sure if you're asking me if it's my fault that we lost, or if we are saying that it's my fault that we lost. I don't really... So, how I see it is that no one is really responsible for the lose. Except for Mickey. Sorry, it was in my throat. So no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. So no one is really responsible for the loss. I think that I made bad calls in game. I think we made bad plays as a team. I think the draft was could have been much better. So there is many things that, in my opinion, could have been done better. It's not like one person lost the game, right? It's never like that. It's never like that one person can lose a game. And I think the draft could have been better, but it's not because of our coach. Like, if we are talking serious, right? If we are talking serious. The draft could have been better, but it's not because of our coach. It's because of our idea on how to play the game. I think our understanding of the game improved from losing. And normally when we lose, our understanding of the game always improves. Because when we lose, we never think it's our fault. We always think it's the draft. That's why we always blame Grabs. But Grabs drafts in the way where we think what we think is good. So he also takes our word for it, right? So basically how I see it is I think the draft could have been better, but I think the play could have been better as well. And I think we still played well after being so behind in the early game. How come G2's early game looks so slow on stage always? Well, I mean, when you play stuff like Graves, Oriana, you can't really have a fast early game, you know? You just kind of farm. I mean, not against Wunder at least. If enemy picks something else, jungle. But it's I mean, specifically about that game, right? It's just that we don't really like early game champions. So our early games might seem slow. But it's not like they are super slow, you know? It's not like we are like the slowest team. What we fucked up is that we lost push bot. Why did we lose push bot? Is because I said, because the enemy bot lane came from River, right? And when an enemy bot lane came from River, we were not sure of them starting our blue or not. And I need that information to adapt my pathing if they did. So in that situation, Mickey went to check if they started our blue or not. And because Mickey went to check, they had to give a push bot. And when they gave a push bot, it was already like a really fucking weird situation, because we were basically forced to, you know, lose a winning matchup. And when we start losing a winning matchup and Mickey is forced to flash, that's already not perfect, because that's our early game, you know, going to shit already. And then what happened after is, you know, the Raptor invade where Mickey did. So yeah, it's not like I said, right? I mean, it's not depressing. It's just sad. But I mean, I feel like every time we lose a game, it's always like a big deal, but it's not, you know. Like, no one will remember about this in 3 weeks. But right now, you know, it feels bad. But in the long run,
Jankos, you want me to say it? I would say it. You're really bad.
It's really whatever.
Glad to see you.
Julius will. Yeah, okay, Julius might, okay? That might be the peak of his career. But besides that, I think... I mean, he played very well, right? I mean, there's no hard feelings. Like, he was better than me yesterday. I mean, at least more useful to his teammates than I was to my teammates. But yeah, I mean, you know, no wonder, right? I mean... Makes sense. I mean, if I were to win against G2, I would also be happy, and he was also saying that they will win, which they did, so props. You say Wunder got gapped in the top lane? I kinda disagree. I mean, the thing about League of Legends is that if you get gapped, and you know why you got gapped, you didn't really get gapped that much. And the thing is that like we as like players are really smart about like why did someone was better than us, and like what came down to like us losing the game, you know. And for example, Wunder knows what happened in the game to, you know, for him to be less useful than Aatrox, right? And that already makes it way more playable, because if you know why. Okay, I was kind of thinking of diving bot, but if my bot lane is phasing, I don't want to do that, of course, right? So since Wunder, you know, knows why he lost his matchup or whatever, I think it's not a big deal.
I was chosen to accept justice.
Guys, level 6. Don't think he'll really jump in. Oh shit. Well, that kind of blows. Kazik is already level 6. I'm giga behind. We can move and try to force them off the tower here. We cannot redive them because most likely they'll not stay under the tower. Oh. Their bot lane plays really well. I mean, you know, considering that they don't really have to do anything except for not die to ganks. Because they are so ahead mid, top and jungle that like all the bot lane has to do is just not die to ganks, and the game is like pretty fucking won for them. Can he see me? He might jump in on the wave to like clear it.
Yesterday match doesn't
yeah. No damage on me as well. Maybe I could like flash on him, but I don't think it would change. Maybe. Hard to say. Problem is that again we are so behind. GG. Well, at least I have my first item right now. That is Kai'Sa in TP. I think Kai'Sa doesn't die though, unless he has flash. That EQ cabin is like better. But it's not like a big deal. The Jarvan almost soloed it. Cannot kill Seraphine. I don't have ult yet as well. I mean, we could. Try to play this. Whatever this is, we should try to play this. Fuck! Stopwatches. Well, I can run out of this unless he flashes for me. But then at least he flashes for me. I'm not sure if they can kill him. Probably not. He has Gore Drinker. Actually, with a TP maybe. I guess he can like stun as well. He should be dead here. I mean, we are getting shutdowns. I don't know if that's enough to win the game, right? But we did get like a shutdown from Kazik. We did get like a stopwatch on the Seraphine. We got a shutdown from Irelia before. All we need is like a shutdown from Kassadin and Irelia again. Don't flash. Don't flash. Don't flash! I guess we can try to kill him. Yeah! She's slightly strong too. She is like strong. The Kassadin was just a bait. Irelia is a good pick against Jason Lee Sin because if she gets ahead. Very one shot. I don't have any tenacity, so if I get like charmed and shit, I will probably be fine. The TP on. Oh. Maybe she can. Maybe. No, she can't. Irelia will die though! No, she will not. But it's a 5 anyway, so. We are, at least we kind of just lost the game. Now I think we should have. It's good shit to have. I don't think if I play any other champion that wouldn't matter much. It's just a very bad game. Like very, very hard game.